I went over there and looked this up, and this is what it is, 31 1/4. So note that dimension there. Took a look at it, etc. And I also looked at how it's installed, and I want you to note here. The good news is I think it's going to work, but here notice they have these stub walls coming out nicely all the way in front. But after that, I went over and put this quick model together here. And so remember this flange up here, that's 31 1/4 from the back of that to the front of that flange. Look where that same place is there at the left hand side where you can see, and notice how much wall they have in front of the tub to work with. So that's just one of the things we have to deal with. And so the problem, or the one that needs to be solved, is those flanges. You can see one here, it's behind the drywall, which is fine, but this one here, this is that 30 and 11 that we have on framing, from the back of that to the front of that. And if you add the drywall thickness of a 1/2 inch on, you end up with 31 3/16, and this whole unit is 31 1/4, which means that flange comes out beyond the end of the wall framing, and so you see that flange is right there because it's sticking a 1/16 inch past that drywall. My best guess is that we just find, because down here, I mean that's only an inch. I don't know how you, I don't know if you just leave those little pieces of tile there. No, there's no way. That would just be a headache. I think really the only way you're going to be able to solve that is to put some sort of a corner bead. And I don't know, maybe we can trim a 1/16 off the edge of that flange, but I don't know if that messes up its integrity or not. But otherwise it's sticking out. Definitely it's going to stick out a 1/16. I don't know if that shows it a little bit better, but that's that bare wall behind there. And we have trouble getting this accomplished because there's not even enough there for a piece of corner bead, a regular piece of drywall corner bead. So as I said, I think the only thing that can be done is a piece of molding put on that. Maybe something like this. It's all white vinyl, so it's not going to rot. So presumably if we can either get that shifted where that does not protrude beyond the drywall there, then presumably we can put this there. And I don't know if this just all gets filled with caulk. That comes down and sits on your baseboard. And I don't know if this gets caulked here. I don't know if maybe this just stops at the top of those walls, or where that flange stops, which is a little above there. And maybe that can be trimmed off as well. That corner can be trimmed off and we won't see it. And then I'll just have this come up as far as here. And I don't know, that's kind of a big gap. That's over, it's a 5/16 gap there. Ideally we're able to get that piece wide enough that we're able to run it all the way against the shower wall and against the edge of the tub and just caulk that down. So in any case, I think we're going to have some issues with that there. I mean, I think this set of tub walls can still work, but I think we're going to have to solve this issue. Ideally we can get something that has a leg that's wide enough that it hits that, made of vinyl so it's not rotting. And the same thing there. I don't know if that base can be interfaced with that better or not. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that's what I was looking at.